A truly flaky low-carb pie crust recipe perfect for sweet pies or a savory quiche. My almond flour pie crust is nicer than a press-in crust and has a great flavor. Make your next pie the best it can be. Before I move on in this video, would you like to know exactly what you need to lose fat and get healthy without giving up your favorite foods or starving yourself? If your answer is yes, I have developed a 60-day personal keto diet, which would be fully customized as per your gender, age, height, and weight. The customized keto diet is available absolutely free, but only for a limited time. I assure you that this customized diet will help you lose at least 20 lbs in the next 28 days. Click on the first link in the description to grab your customized keto diet now. How to make a flaky low-carb pie crust. 1. Add dry ingredients to a food processor and pulse to mix. 2. Add cold cubes of butter and pulse until it resembles small peas. 3. Add egg white and water mixture and pulse until it comes together. 4. Wrap and refrigerate. 5. Roll into a circle and place in freezer for a few minutes. 6. Unwrap and place in pie plate and flute the edge. 7. Bake until golden brown and cool completely. Now, to be honest, the crust doesn't have the characteristic shatter of a traditional flour pastry crust, but it is perfectly flaky. We're talking layers and everything. This recipe does not use flax meal, coconut, or protein powder like my other press-in pie crusts. This low-carb pie crust mix uses almond flour, a little oat fiber, butter, salt, and egg. That's it. Ingredients: 1½ cups almond flour, 3 tablespoons oat fiber, or 1/3 cup sucrane sesame flour, 1/4 teaspoon salt, 5 tablespoons unsalted butter, cold and cubed, 1 large egg white, mixed with 1 teaspoon water. Optional, for a sweeter crust. 2 tablespoons low-carb powdered sugar. Preparation. 1. Preheat oven to 350 F and place the rack in the middle position. Place a 9-inch Pyrex pie plate in the freezer. Mix egg white with water. Method. 1. Measure the dry ingredients into the bowl of a food processor and pulse to combine. Add the cubed cold butter and pulse until the butter is pea-sized. Drizzle the egg white around the bowl of the crust ingredients and pulse until the dough comes together. 2. Remove the dough to a piece of cling film and shape into a disc. See pictures. Wrap and refrigerate for at least 30 minutes or for several days. Rolling the pie crust. 1. Place a new piece of cling film on the counter. Unwrap the pie crust dough and place it on the center. Place another piece of cling film on top of the dough. With a rolling pin, and starting at the center, roll the dough away from yourself. Give the dough a quarter turn and roll away from yourself again. If the cold dough crumbles a bit, don't worry, the rolling will warm it up and it will press back together. Do this several times, flipping the whole pie crust over and proceeding with the other side until you have a 12-inch round disc. Place the crust in the freezer for 3 to 5 minutes or the refrigerator for 15 minutes. Placing the crust in the pie plate. 1. Remove the pie plate from the freezer and place on your work surface. Remove the rolled crust from the freezer or refrigerator and peel off the top piece of cling film. If the dough is stiff as a board, let it sit for a minute on the work surface. 2. Invert the dough on top of the pie plate and remove the remaining cling film. The dough should begin to slowly slump into the plate. Help the process along by gently lifting the edge of the crust with one hand and very gently pressing it into the plate with the other. Patch any tears. 3. Remove excess pie crust by cutting it away with a small sharp knife. Gather the excess crumbs and distribute them along the top edge of the pie plate, taking the time to build a rim. Flute the edge and dock the dough, poke holes all over with a fork. If the dough becomes too soft to work with, pop it into the freezer for a few minutes. Bake. 1. Place the dough onto the middle of the rack and bake for 15 minutes or until it's a nice golden brown. Let cool completely before filling. If not using right away, wrap tightly in cling film and keep in the fridge until ready to use. Will also freeze. Thaw in the refrigerator to prevent condensation and sogging. 2. Note: if you are baking a filling in the pie crust, like a quiche, do not dock the dough. Place it into the freezer to become firm before filling and baking. The sesame flour version is a tad more delicate than the oat fiber version. 3. This crust serves 8 at 1.75 net carbs per serving. In this channel, I always come up with different low-carb and keto diet recipes to help people find innovative and new ways to reduce weight. Definitely try it on your own and let me know your feedback in the comments section below. Also, don't forget to grab your free customized keto plan from the link in description. Subscribe to my channel, The Keto World, for daily low-carb recipes, which would definitely help you shed some of that belly fat. Like and share the recipe with your friends.